There's a number of steps that all of us can take if we want to stay safe out here in some of the poor air quality. When it's sunny and mild, like it was this afternoon, it's tempting to get out for a challenging run, maybe a bike ride across the valley. But if you're exercising in these winter inversion conditions, health experts say you may want to be strategic about it. News specialist Andrew Adams spoke with a doctor about just that. Andrew?
Well, the doctor we spoke to definitely believes in exercise during the winter, but she said that exposure to particle pollution over time can be bad, even for healthy people. So even though it feels good, both mentally and physically, to get out and run this time of year, it's important to pick your times and places.
Well, it's always nice to get up into the cleaner air.
On the Salt Lake Valley's East Bench, it seemed everything was a little clearer.
And in the valley, you get a lot of the winter scud, so it's not as good on my lungs.
That's why on this day, exploring Mount Olympus made sense. To Alan Bergstrom,
Ready to rock.
rising above the smog was alluring to hikers and trail runners alike.
Yeah, it feels nice, it feels fun, quick, weightless.
A much different feeling than charting a path through the haze in the valley.
Exercise in the winter is good in general, right?
Pulmonologist Dr. Denitsa Blagev says there can be health consequences to exerting in the outdoors, especially when the exposure to pollution particles happens consistently over an extended period of time.
The most dangerous ones are the really tiny particles, and they cross from the lungs into the bloodstream.
The effects, she says, can eventually be felt throughout the body.
So you think about the increased risk of heart attacks or heart failure or strokes during air pollution days.
Rather than avoid exercise altogether this time of year, she urges healthy people to be strategic.
So if I'm going to exercise during a winter inversion, I'm going to try to go up in altitude, and I'm going to try not to do it early in the morning when it's cold. I want to do it when it's warmer.
Yeah, up high it's actually quite good. It's quite clear, the air quality's fine.
It's a strategy these people are already taking to heart
I'd rather get here in the foothills and get some elevation.
as they remain inclined to avoid the valleys on bad air days.
So you just got to try to be cautious how much you get involved in it.
Well, the doctor said on the worst air days, it is good for everyone to avoid exercise at those times. And another thing she said that everyone should avoid year-round is exercising on trails next to busy roads. She says even on green air days, those areas produce high levels of pollution. Back to you.
Yeah, Andrew, one of the great things is we live in the mountains here and we can climb those mountains to get above all of this mess. So great story. Thank you much, Andrew.